Experts have warned that increased violence is possible as Trump's criminal cases are moving forward. Now, threats against law enforcement, judges, and elected officials, basically with it being on the rise and Donald Trump's prosecutions gain momentum, the New York Times are reporting on Monday that there is possible chances of increased violence. FBI agents have raised alarms about harassment and threats targeting their families. Now, these concerns have amplified amid complaints by Trump sycophants and many Republicans that the Justice Department has been weaponized, which it's not, a narrative the former squatter has extensively promoted on social media, especially his Fraud Social website. Trump's pattern of lashing out at anyone who basically is against him has been dangerously emulated by his sycophants. B. James D. Simone, a California civil rights attorney, had told Salon. Because now that Trump is facing 4 additional indictments, his most dangerous sycophants view law enforcement and our judicial system as the enemy, when in fact Trump and his sycophants are the enemy. So the risk is there for increased violence. Now, the FBI has witnessed a substantial surge in threats against its personnel and facilities following the August 2022 search of Mar-a-Lago, Trump's Florida residence and private golf club, according to the Times. Now, this led the agency to establish a dedicated unit to address these additional threats that we're facing, that everybody's facing here. Now, one federal official told the Times that threats have increased by more than 300% since then, which is not surprising anyway, but partly because FBI agents' identities and personal information has been spread on social media by Trump sycophants. Now, Trump's comments about the FBI, the special counsel, and the judge are beyond fucking reckless. Barb Marquardt, who's a University of Michigan law professor and former U.S. attorney, had said to Salon, he knows that Trump knows that people listen to his words even if they are stupid. And sometimes these inbreds take action on them. Now, from the pipe bomber Caesar Sayoc to the Klan rioters on January 6th, some people hear Trump's words as a call to action. Now, none of this has deterred the former squatter from attacking prosecutors and judges involved in the various criminal cases that are being brought against him. But Trump has taken to his social media website, Fraud Social, to call federal judge Tanya Chutkan, who is overseeing his election subversion case in Washington, D.C., very biased and unfair, which she's not. Now, Trump also described Justice Department Special Counsel Jack Smith as a thug, which he's not, and a deranged guy. Now Trump is describing himself when he's talking about deranged, because Jack Smith isn't deranged, but Trump is. Just days after Smith's team asked a judge to approve an order limiting Trump from publicly disclosing evidence in the 2020 election case. Now, last month, a Texas woman was charged with threatening to kill Judge Chutkan if Trump is not elected to a second term as squatter next year, which Trump will not be reelected. He's not going to be. Now, the ex-squatter's targeting of specific witnesses against him offer blatant examples of speech that crosses the line into potential criminal liability. If Trump sycophants' words turn from angry rhetoric to violent actions against public officials, they will be aggressively investigated and criminally prosecuted, D. Simone said. The personal safety of the public officials and their families doesn't yet divide along party lines, D. Simone said. Just as many of those who crossed the line on January 6th of 2021 for that climate attack, they find themselves inside a prison cell. People who plan on committing the crime, or they do commit violence against witnesses or public officials, will be fully prosecuted. As a result of these fucking pathetic threats, lead prosecutors handling the 4 criminal cases against the ex-squatter, basically cases in New York, Florida, Georgia, as well as Washington, D.C., have added around-the-clock personal protection, the Times reported. Now, the threats have raised significant alarm among law enforcement officials. Attorney General Merrick Garland highlighted this during his congressional testimony last Wednesday, and he acknowledged that while the Justice Department activities inevitably invite scrutiny, the vilification of career prosecutors and FBI agents poses a new threat, and a serious one at that, and not merely to those individuals, but also the integrity of the rule of law. Now, singling out an individual career of a public servant who are just doing their jobs is dangerous, particularly at a time of increased threats to the safety of public servants and their families. Now, Garland said, "We will not be intimidated. We will do our jobs free from outside influence, and we will not back down from defending our democracy here." In which, Trump supporters don't even know what the fuck democracy is. Just like they can't describe what a fascist is or what a communist is. Now, Trump has not limited his attempts to intimidate prosecutors to just verbal attacks. On a number of infamous occasions, he has also shared threatening images. Earlier on this year, Trump shared a right-wing outlet's article that included an image of himself apparently threatening Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg with a baseball bat. At the time, Bragg was about to announce the first criminal indictment of Trump in a campaign finance case relating to Trump's alleged 2016 hush money payment to a former porn star, Stormy Daniels. In another post, Trump warned of potential death and destruction if he was charged in the New York case. Hours later, Bragg's office received a threatening letter containing white powder, which later turned out to be non-hazardous, so it wasn't anything dangerous. At least at that point. Now, Trump has denied promoting violence, even though he does promote violence, saying that his angry comments are protected by the First Amendment. No, they're not. Now, of course, his inbred sycophants, including right-wing media influencers, have continued to warn of civil unrest if Trump is not re-elected as squatter in 2024, which he will not be, like I said. Now, these fucking people are playing with fucking fire. Now, while they may believe in a twisted way that threatening physical harm or death is legally protected free speech, when it's not, they cross another line when the target is a judge, juror, law enforcement officer, or elected official. Now, fervent loyalty to Trump won't excuse anyone from severe legal consequences. So, if you like the video, you can give the video a like and subscribe to my channel, RBW King. You can also hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified when a new video comes out. And if you want to support my work even further, you can donate to my Patreon link, which you can find in the About section of YouTube. And for just as little as a few bucks a video or a month, your donation can help go a long way, and thanks for listening.